All right, I think everyone can hear me. Let's see. Let's see if I'm muted again for the first minute of this stream. I see a couple people in the chat. What's up, guys? Crypto Craig, thank you for the $1.99. Wait for it. Appreciate it. Oval Board Tech, what's up, man? Geek of all trades, Mining King, Automatic. Okay, good. We can hear you. Perfect. Look at that. We're off to a good start this time, Dave.
I haven't said anything yet. I just spoke. We'll see.
Yeah, I think last week I was in a hotel in North Carolina. You hosted it last week, so
yeah, that was eventful.
I think that live stream was just a tech support live stream for us. But
yeah,
today I'm hosting it. Welcome everyone to Wired Wednesdays. I am in town today, so I need to get all the cool stuff that Hawk has in the background and Mining King and Dave. You guys all have like this cool stuff. I have a white wall, so I will get that. But I think I'm gonna move my camera kind of like Dave, like right in the middle. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I need to figure that out. But my screen goes up like this high. It's like a 40-inch screen, so I didn't really think about it. So I don't know. I might put it like I saw that Hawk had his camera like in between two screens, so I might do that, but I'm not sure. Cover the wall in risers. Yeah, I might. But all 12 cap LED risers. Graffiti artists. Yeah, honestly, at this point. But yeah, I've been out of town a lot recently. Lots of traveling. I was in Virginia last week. It's kind of difficult to, do all this kind of stuff around the house. So I feel like when I do get home, I got to do all this other stuff. But yeah. What about you, Dave? What have you been doing since last Wired Wednesdays?
Last Wired Wednesdays. So meetings, and then Mother's Day is coming up. So like an early Mother's Day present. I got a gazebo. So I had to put it all together myself. And it's really nice. Yeah, it's really, really nice, but it took a long time to do. And my body's killing me for putting it together. We had like something that my wife had on, like, she saw, I think it's Pinterest or something like that. They were like 4x4s that you would like what was it, like you would heat them up and get that like that kind of that burnt look. I don't know what it's like called, like with the wood that they make those, make the like the desks, and then they were, yeah, like a distressed look. Yeah. So we did that, and then I put caps on it, and I put lights on it, and string lights. And then I used pots that we put the 4x4s in, and then rocks. And I'm probably not explaining it correctly, but it looked really nice. But then it was just like, there's no overhang or anything like that with the sun over here in North Carolina. So we're like, we'll just go with the gazebo.
Nice. Well,
we did that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, at least you guys probably
Um,
got some pretty good weather, so it's better to.
well, y- yes and no. So yesterday I couldn't watch the live show like Terra Hosting, Terra Hash, because we lost power at like 5 o'clock, and it said it was going to be on in an hour. We didn't get electricity back until 11:30. The storms were like really, really bad.
Oh wow.
So
Well,
yeah, so that was yesterday. But besides that, basically, the rep comes back for the wire machine for the payment, and we're good to go. So been using it. It's really nice. The wire machine is really, really good. So
nice. Yeah, I missed Terra Hash Tuesday yesterday as well. I heard it was a good one though from a couple different people. So I think the Mining King might be joining us a little bit later. He could fill us in on all the top points made.
yeah,
Been
that would
talking a
be good.
lot with the Mining King on proof of useful work and AI and everything like that. So we were talking for probably a couple hours today on that. So that's what's going on this end of the pond here, Dave. But tell us about this wire machine. Any updates with the wire machine? I know that's where we
Yeah,
left
well,
off last week.
yeah. I was saying, basically, I just write the check out tomorrow. The rep comes in, see if I have any questions, and it's good to go. So yeah, so King was telling me about like no generator. Well, I think I'm gonna need to get a generator. Um, but my friend's an electrician, so we might see if we can probably put like a Generac in. But I don't know all the ins and outs on like how it works.
Yeah.
Like for there's like so many different types. I don't know. I think it could be on like gas or just regular gas or like propane or gas or something like that, natural gas or gas. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
Um, so I have to inquire about that, but they're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. Those Generac
Yeah, no,
generators.
they're not. We've been kind of looking at different ones for the Terra facility, and they can add up. But
They're made for like a backup that like on a residential. It's not to back up your whole house. It's not to back up your 200 amp service, right? It's
yeah,
just like
yeah,
it's just to back up a couple of things: your refrigerator, your appliances, some lights, not everything. So I don't know, but they're not cheap, like you said. So I
yeah,
mean, I'll inquire about it, but that's about it for now. You know, and just meetings and that's about it, really. That's the whole week in a
yeah,
nutshell, really,
yeah.
on my end.
I heard you're going to a conference soon.
Yeah. So, yeah, I heard you're going to a conference too. Mining Disrupt.
Yeah, if you guys are gonna drag me to it, but
You're going.
anyone in the chat, let us know if you guys are going to Mining Disrupt.
Yeah.
I know Dave's going now. I think Mike Hawk is going. I think some of the
I
guys
think
over at Flux are going. But when is it? June? It's July, I think.
uh 25th, 26th, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, DJ
Um
Mines. Yeah, I remember. I saw your
yeah.
tweet. Yeah, DJ is going. Um, Mike Hawk has a nice ring to it. Yeah. uh, yeah. No, I don't know. I was kind of iffy about it before, but everyone's going now. It'll be nice to see
You're going.
everyone down there, and I don't have to like
Yeah.
travel too far. It's Miami, so I'm up in the Fort Lauderdale area. So, what is the conference about, Dave? For the most part, I mean, it's it's like Bitcoin mining for the most part, right? It's where they have like I've seen a couple photos, but it's like they have the containers there and everything like that. They show you a little bit about it.
I
Is it
think it's
one
like a
day, 2 day?
smaller, maybe like just a little smaller than like the Bitcoin conference,
Okay.
my understanding.
Huh.
Um it's all crypto mining, right? So, but I think it's a little smaller. I don't know. I don't know exactly like the full venue,
Yeah.
but you see, look what Retro Mike Tech was saying. Ice River is trying to get a booth there.
Okay.
I don't know if
That'll
it's
be
true or
interesting. I'm
not.
sure that they'll have a lot of people
Yeah,
there. Crypto Craig said he plans
very.
to
I
go. Hmm.
think Retro Mike Tech is going too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as he get a Retro Mike's room. But yeah, no, I think I'm gonna. I'll end up going. I know I keep saying I keep like bouncing around it, but there's too many
yeah,
people going now that I feel like I have to. I'm just gonna
yeah.
have FOMO if I sit up here and not go. But let's see. Retro says mining centric versus business economy green centric. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen photos. I've been in crypto mining since around 2016, 2017, and I've always seen the photos online of these conferences down in Miami, but I never knew if it was like more so like the NFT side. I mean, well, in 2020 and stuff, it was like the NFTs and stuff. Back in 2016, 2017, it was like all just Bitcoin focused. So I was always like a GPU miner, so I never really kind of went to it. I wasn't in the YouTube community or anything at the time, so I never really had a reason to go, I guess you could say. But now that everyone's going, I'll probably end up there. But
You keep us saying probably. You know you're gonna be there, Mark.
yeah, the Geek of all trades. It's more of a hardware mining gathering, some software and hosting facilities, just a place for geeks to gather. Less of a Bitcoin investing to the moon crowd. Yeah, that's what I was kind of trying to avoid. Goat was that kind of vibe. You know, you see like those snippets on Twitter or something of people talking about Doge and everything like that. So it's I don't know. I was trying to avoid that, but no, it sounds fun. It sounds fun. So I'm excited. It's at the end of July, right, Dave?
End of July.
Yeah.
Something. I don't have the dates, exact dates. I know something with the 20th, 25th, 26th, or something to that nature. Can't
Nice, nice.
remember, but
Well,
it's
that'll be
around there.
exciting. Yeah. And then Flux has theirs in September, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. That's kind of, it'll be back to back, what, 2 months after? So,
Mm-hmm.
26th and 27th. Yeah.
26th, 27th.
Yeah.
I think it's
But
the same dates, right? I think Flux is like same dates, just in September.
yeah, I think so. I think it's at the end of September,
Yeah, I
somewhere around there. So,
think it's 3 days.
that's in Fort Lauderdale. That's actually like 15 minutes from where I live. So I will definitely be there. But I know me and Dave have talked with Flux a little bit about that, so we might
Yeah,
have
that's gonna
some
be cool.
fun stuff to share about that. We have to talk to Jeff Gee, I think, first before we talk to people, but there might be
Yeah, we
some
do.
fun activities and stuff going on there, so that'll definitely be one to go to. But
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
yeah,
That's gonna be great.
but but yeah, we are doing giveaways today here, guys. I know last week we were gonna do them, I think, or something, or but then we had like the tech difficulties and everything like that. So we're doing two. We're doing two this time. Um, I'm going to be doing the 12 capacitor risers, a 6 pack of those, and Dave is going to be doing his. What are you doing? Two of these, right, for
Yeah, we'll
iPolos?
do the for the iPoles. Well, they fit the iPoles, but they also fit other miners as well, right? So the
Yeah.
6 pin to 6 pin,
Okay.
any
So
color. So
these are like the
any
ones
color.
everyone uses for iPolos, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
iPolo. What the
What's
hell?
funny,
iPolo, and there's other
yeah.
ASIC miners too that are on the website too that
We
they
actually
use
have
for.
these at our Terra facility. We host some iPolos for clients that have like GPU rigs and ASICs and stuff like that. And so we actually have veteran miner cables like all over for these things. So we will be doing those. There'll be two separate giveaways. But we also
Yeah,
need to find a YouTube channel to comment on. So if anyone in the chat has anyone that wants to get a shout out or anything like that, we can go choose a video on their channel, put a comment, do like the regular comment picker and everything like that. So if you guys have any channels that you think that we should use, drop that down in the comments, and we will do that. Maybe a couple more comments. Let's see. Someone's saying y'all are weird in the chat. Dividend investing. Yeah, welcome dividend investing to the world of crypto miners. So
yeah.
we're all a little weird. So Goat needs subs. Okay, we'll do Geek of All Trades. I don't think it's not a sub thing, but it helps with the comments and everything.
Right.
So we'll get him going. Let me get those up and everything. But other than that, any new projects, Dave, mining wise?
No, I haven't done anything that's new. I'm just doing making wires. So I
Okay,
just received oh, that's right. I received a barrel of wire today. So I
a
did a little
barrel
short
of
about that.
wire. Like, is that like a
Yeah,
big reel of it?
like 18,000 feet in
Okay.
this barrel. Yeah. I mean, it goes quick. When the average wire is about 20 feet just to make a wire, it could go, the wire goes quick when
Yeah.
you're making wires.
Hmm.
So yeah, so we have another order coming in soon because you have to get a certain amount just to try to get the price point right.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And so I started doing more wires and stuff like that so I can just have them ready to go because I can do a lot of orders throughout the day, but I'm just trying to like get them ready so then I could just put them in the bag and let them go, you know?
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just so it's just working on the business really then. That's
Yeah. A lot of things because there's some other things that you and I were talking about and stuff like that. And business wise and so just trying to get everything situated. That's all.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, what you do you have any plans for any of this proof of useful work talk and everything? That seems to be like the buzz that's going on right now. Building out these proof of useful work rigs and everything. I see someone waiting in the lobby actually that might have some stuff to say about the POUW stuff. Here, I'll add him in real quick. Oh, who's that?
What's up? Hey, what's up, guys? I was
What's
actually
going
gonna
on, King?
super chat you to notify you that I was here.
Oh yeah, I think you heard me say proof of useful work, and you just appeared. You ran back to your
Yeah,
computer.
yeah,
But
that's right.
welcome
I
to
don't know
Mining
about proof of
King.
use work. That is not the server that I made a short on today. It is not taken apart. That's not what that is.
Yeah, I was talking.
Oh
You have a
man.
couple servers, don't you, King?
I got well at home. Yeah, I got three actual like rack mountable servers, and then I have an unraid server that I transformed from another PC that has like a 10 900K and 64 gigs of RAM. So I got a couple.
Yeah, yeah, you got
I
some
got a
stuff
few.
going on there. I'm in
Nice.
So
an offer war, but this is a guy on eBay.
yeah,
So I'm trying to get a server too, and
like
King's kind of pointed me in the right direction because I want to get into like the whole. I've never learned networking really or servers or anything, but I'm fairly good with computers and mining and everything. So I'm like, hey, I could learn this. This isn't that bad. So I was
yeah,
planning. I
just
got that 5 gig internet that King told me to get. So I figured that.
whoa, hey, no, I did
so,
not tell you to get that.
so I figured I'm like I have to get this to work so I don't
I
look like an idiot.
I
I have to
just I
get
just
5 gigs.
insinuated that if you had 5 gig internet with that super low latency and this blazing fast speed, that maybe you could beat Hawk, and you're like, all right, I'm buying
I know.
it.
I lost 1-on-1 with Hawk on StarCraft, and I was on AT&T's website within 15 minutes. I was like, it's time to switch over. But
So with like the proof of useful work thing, like some people are asking us last night in the chat, and this is gonna kind of relate to both of you guys. You guys could see a spike in business, right? Like GPURisers. What about making like actual full lane risers for like PCIe Gen 3 and 4?
yeah, yeah, we actually looked into that about 2 years ago because ribbon risers were always a thing, but you need the power from a 16x slot. The whole point of the powered riser was to be able to have enough power from the 1x because it couldn't pull it from the motherboard. But it looks like with all this POUW stuff, there's multiple 16x lanes on these boards. That's the whole point, right? To have like these cards.
Well, there's also some that go from an X8 to a 16 as well. So you can find those kind of on Amazon and eBay where they offer the Gen 3 and Gen 4 speed as well. So because those are still going to be useful for the X8. I think I can't remember the stream from Saturday. I think Jeff Key said all the way down to X4 is what it's going to be good for. I
Okay.
don't know if he commented on the
X4?
X1 for yeah.
Wow. So it's
Now, I
like
don't know how well it's going to score, right?
right.
Obviously, because of connectivity and throughput, right? Your scores will probably be diminished, but I think they did say that it would still work.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
mean,
it's gonna work all the way to 16 then. 16 is key, or would like 8 be like key?
Well, so having a full lane slot like an X16 slot is going to give you the most bandwidth, though, right?
Right.
yeah.
So that's obviously going to give you a much better score for your GPU. Like, I keep trying to tell people, you don't need to go build a server like I'm doing over here. You could use a gaming computer. The difference between that and like the gaming computer sitting next to me, right, is going to be the PCIe lane, and how many lanes you actually have, right, to be able to connect all the GPUs to get the full X16 available, right? Usually when you put, your GPU in the first slot, right, to get the full lane capacity, if you put a GPU down below it, it usually gets cut in half, right? It goes from X16 to an X8. So, with that being said, usually if you want to do something like AI rendering, and you want lots of GPUs, if you want 2 or 3, go ahead and use a personal computer, right? Or something like that. If you want to build like 6 or 8 or 10, or I mean, if you want 12, whatever you want to go for, right? I would go for, using a server, right? Because obviously they're going to have lots of PCIe lanes.
Yeah.
That also works on depending on the CPU too, right? There's not
Yep.
just one CPU on that
No,
server.
there's
There's multiple, right?
well, one is there's several different actual CPUs you could put in said server, and
Right.
there's other servers that are dual, right? Dual Xeon, dual Epic. I know there's actually quad Xeons out there. I know Panda has a quad Xeon. I know the one he's looking at right now is a quad Xeon. Uh, so it's just it's really going to depend. There's no what's I don't want to say there's really no right or wrong answer here, right? There's no like, hey, this is what you need to do and this is what you need to buy. Um, to me, it's kind of like what your risk tolerance is, right? Like, do you just want to, I have this server here, I already traded for it, right? So I'm gonna start with this one here first because it's already something I have, right? It doesn't cost me anything. I need to get the adapter though for the NVMe for that, which is like $100, but that's not a big deal.
Mm.
Um,
Uh, my question would be is like you need to know, obviously you need to know what you're doing when it comes to setting everything up, because the servers, they may not all have 16x, right? And then depending on the CPU that you're using, can only give certain amount of lanes as well. Is that correct? Or I'm trying to get a little
yeah,
bit
you
more
need to pay
information about
attention
it.
to the CPU to see how many lanes and stuff like that, and um, there's different motherboard configurations. You know
Right.
what I mean? There's a
It's a
lot
lot.
of homework you need to do. This isn't like, like, okay, I'm gonna go watch Red Panda's video here. He says the 3070 makes this much and he can do this much. It's not that way anymore, really. But
Right.
there's gonna be an AMA on Saturday, this Saturday. It's in their Flux Discord. It's gonna be Dan, one other person, and their head like engineer guy for development for this, Alex, and they're all supposed
Okay.
to be there this Saturday. And I heard that they may even drop maybe some hardware recommendations
Huh.
on that stream
That'll
to
be
That'd be
kind of,
huge.
huge.
and
Yeah.
steer people in the right direction.
So what are you
That's
doing,
really
King,
good
to
though.
prep
It's
for
good
this?
info.
Are you getting anything or?
I've been looking.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that I've been looking.
Yeah.
I've been looking at epics because
Okay.
obviously they have a lot of lanes. You know what I mean? I've been looking at a Gen 3 board, which is first gen Epic, and then obviously looking at second gen Epic, but that's like a huge price jump. It's like going to cost twice as much as the first gen Epic. So
Just to
it's
have an
going to be
idea.
it's going to be testing for like to see from like a return in, on your initial investment, right? Of diminishing returns, right? Is it worth it to go and spend more money, or is it kind of de minimis where it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? There's going to be that sweet spot that everybody's going to look for, for the GPU, motherboard and RAM and all that stuff. It's going to be a lot of testing. I'm going to be watching a lot of your videos, Dave. I need some
Yeah.
help.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm just saying, so like the things that you were just mentioning, right? That you're looking into, this is not going to be for your average Joe. This
Well,
seems to
no,
be a little bit
no, no. See, that's
like price wise. What are you saying? Like, okay, risk
well,
reward, we get that, right? Because like when GPU mining, for instance, like when we're GPU mining or crypto mining in general, not everybody's going to go 3090s, right? You might just have the threshold of like, oh, okay, I can do a certain amount of like 3060s or something like that,
okay.
like how much money I have available to spend to mine, right? So this is going to relate to that. Like, how much money do I have that I can like fork out to do this?
Okay, so I did say that you can use your personal computer to participate, right? Now, obviously, if you want multiple GPUs, right,
Right.
at their full capacity, then you will have to go the server route, right? But that's not to
Okay.
say that you can't participate, though. You can still use a computer. If you have a spare computer, you know what I mean? That's just kind of kicking around and it's, I'm going to say, decent specs, you may have to do some upgrades. Maybe kick up the RAM a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe buy a higher end CPU on that chipset.
Hmm.
And maybe you might have something, right? So people can get into it. It's it's going to depend on how much you want to get in, right? Like what's, like I said, your
Yeah.
risk tolerance.
Hmm.
Um, so I think actually cards that I'm going to suspect that have lots of VRAM, as Patrick stated last night when he was on Terra Hash Tuesday, having experience with rendering, and obviously from my personal research looking at other AI marketplaces, you mostly see cards that are at least 10 gigs of VRAM or higher. So
Okay.
so if you think about it though, there are a couple cards that were not like super great at mining, right? Like the
Hmm.
A2000 12 gigabyte, right? Wasn't that
Right.
great. You know what I mean? Might be good, right? It has 12 gigs of VRAM.
I mean, it's that
The
card was
20,
designed for rendering the
right?
8000.
They're data center cards is what
Yeah.
they are, right? So
Yeah.
they're
So
meant to
that's good.
process data. So they could be good, right? A6000 or A4000, 16 gigabytes. They were hard to control temperatures in ETH mining.
Right.
Um, what about the 2060 12 gigabyte, right?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
12 gig card. Don't
Yeah.
know, right? 3060 12 gigabyte. Obviously 3080s, 3080 Ti's, 3090s, all the cards that have at least 10 or higher, I think will do pretty well. Um, but I think everybody's going to test for that. Obviously, the 4090 is going to be like the top performer as far as compute, right? As far as teraflops, right? That's going to be your highest compute, but I think there's going to be a sweet spot as far as price to performance, right? Where you can make a good return on your investment. And that's what people are going to look for. And obviously, we're going to need to test, right? Because between now and late July, they said that we'll get the benchmark tool. And that's just to benchmark your equipment. There's still
Okay.
no that won't even tell you, that'll tell you like how good your score is, right? And but that's not going to tell you as far as like what you're going to earn on that though, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no
Okay.
marketplace yet. There's a lot of unknowns, right?
Hmm.
I'm just
Right.
I'm just thinking from a mining perspective, right? Where when I always feel like when you can add another tool onto your belt, it just makes you that more useful, right? So why wouldn't you convert all your mining rigs to AI if you can, right? Because it's just one more thing that you could do while you mine, right? It's just another thing to add to your profitability.
Yeah.
Makes
What do
sense.
you think software wise this will look like? I mean, I missed the stream yesterday, and I know you guys were talking a lot about it, so I'm gonna go back and watch it. But is it kind of because we mentioned before like AI like Vast.ai and stuff like that? That's like an actual operating system that you put on, right?
Okay, so yeah, that one is a little confusing. Well, I don't have experience with it at all with any of these other ones, right? So I don't know how they're installed. I might trial it out, right, and see how it works. Maybe until we get the actual benchmark thing or whatever comes out. Maybe I'll dabble with the Vast AI, but I know it's on Ubuntu, and I know you have to make a few scripts, and I'm gonna say it's probably not for people who don't know Linux.
Gotcha.
So you
Okay.
will have to learn some Linux, but I'm sure that there's probably a content creator out there. I haven't really gone into AI quite yet for that, but I'm sure it's YouTube. There's somebody's done a video on how to, create your vast AI VM or, rig or whatever you want
Yeah.
to call it.
Yeah, it seems like there's a huge like community out there as well as like crypto miners, but they build rigs just like us, but it's for AI. I know that they've
Yeah.
been doing this forever, with like Nvidia and AMD, they've always had these data center cards, but it seems like now with like decentralizing it, people can do it with like commercial grade stuff. And so I know on the Terra
So,
end we've had some clients reach out and it would look like a
oh,
normal rig, but it would be an AI rig,
yeah.
with epics and stuff. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
I've actually had a lot of DMs about proof of useful work since I did the video and stuff about Terra and all that stuff, dude. We're getting. I think it's good though, but you can mine on Vast AI. You can run a script in the background and use and still mine. So those people on Vast AI, probably while they're sitting idle on the marketplace, they're probably mining.
Well, I mean,
So
it's
you can
smart.
still
Yeah.
mine over there. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
What did you just flip overclocks? You can have scripts that change all the
I,
overclocks and.
I have no idea, but I did see the layouts of a batch file for mining on their site, for like in the back end.
Huh.
So that is something you can set up.
Interesting. Yeah. I see
So
Jeffkeys
what
in the
about
chat.
this? Yeah, yeah, he is. I see. This could be good for Dave though, man. There's could be a huge wire demand because all of these cards are going to be pulling their TDP. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So they're going to be utilizing that VRAM, right? It's not going to be underclocked. They're going to be working. So
Yeah.
these cards are going to be working.
4090s are going to be what I think they're like
You know,
450 watts or something.
Yeah, the
DP.
TDP on them. Well,
Yeah, it's
so the
crazy.
thing is you can undervolt it. My only worry though is on Vast AI you get a reliability score, right? So just
Hmm.
think of your little server or whatever you build, your desktop PC, whatever's going to be doing AI, it's going to get a score. And you're going to want that score to be around in the 90s, high 90s, 90s, 99, 98, just like a typical data center, because that's what the customers are paying for, right? I
Right.
feel like if your score got too low because losing power, internet going down, right? Or maybe you undervolted the GPU too much, right? Because obviously undervolting and having it run for extended periods of time at full TDP, that's going to depend a lot on the silicon lottery, right? Which
Yeah.
we all know varies pretty hard, even if you buy the same
Yeah.
card. So I would keep everything stock, and I would be looking for a card that would be like low wattage,
Okay.
and
So
maybe
what about
grouping a lot of cards together instead of doing the 4090s.
Yeah.
so what about like bandwidth now? So I'm assuming that there's going to be a minimum too, right? That has to do
5
with the
They
gigs.
down.
have not announced the bandwidth yet
Mike's
for
good.
proof of use work.
Mike
They
will
have
be
not
good.
announced bandwidth yet. But if you look at Vast AI, most of the people there they are on symmetrical. They're like at least the lowest I've seen is about 300 up or down. Usually
Okay.
it's around 500 up or down.
Okay.
I don't know what Flux is going to require. I'm going to take a way shot in the dark here, and I'm going to say it's probably going to be at least what their Stratus node is, which is 100 up and 100 down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
That's a
mean, what is
huge
the
shot in the dark, though. No idea.
Yeah, I was thinking with the power delivery because we've seen pictures of these, right, King? Like a
Yeah,
rig of 4090s. How do you? I mean, is it just all ATX power supplies, or you can't have server
that's what he
PSUs?
that's what
Just
he had on there. He
yeah,
had
because I was
what he
thinking,
did was he just had like a really big mining frame, and he just had like two 1600-watt power supplies on
Wow.
either side of it.
yeah,
And I just told him, I'm like, man, I was like, you said this is AI, man. This looks like a 49 open air frame to me.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it did until like he showed me like a close up of the motherboard and stuff, right? And they were epics. So
yeah,
I was just like, whoa.
yeah,
And he has like 2 terabytes of RAM on there, and I'm just like, oh man, dude, this thing must have cost you a fortune. And what he said was like, what was it, like 20 grand or something
yeah.
like
Wow,
that.
they're
So
with
there's
had 8 4090s on it. I think is that what it
I
was?
mean, if you think about it, each 49 is what, like 2 grand? So
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
8 times 2 that's like 16 grand with the power supplies,
The epics. Yeah,
um, and the epics and everything like that. I could see it being an additional 4 grand. And plus, he had like 2 terabytes of RAM. I mean,
yeah. That's right. Yeah, these are crazy. That's what I've I've heard some people are going to try to put them in server cases and stuff, and people are going to have open air. And I guess it really just depends on what cards you're putting in these, right?
yeah.
Like
Well, yeah. I mean, like, you're not going to stick 4090s in this 2U
you
server
you
case
could
behind me,
try.
all right? This is not going to fit, right? Probably in that, I'm gonna try to fit my 2080 Ti where that Grid K1 was. Um, and then probably the other slots, I'm gonna try to get 2 more A2000s.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to try if I do A4000s, I could get maybe 3 or 4 more GPUs in there, but A4000s are pretty hot.
Yeah.
That server's
Yeah.
gonna be screaming.
Yeah.
And that one's in my house, so it's gonna get pretty loud.
Yeah. Yeah. I got that one rack in my garage, just like a half rack. So I'm gonna have the server in there, but I do want to build a POUW server case one. But it's like I don't. I guess we just gotta wait to know more. You know what I mean? Like, is it
So
gonna?
if
Is it more beneficial to have the 49 like two 4090s, or is it more beneficial to have 8 3060 Ti's? It's kind of like
no
You know.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
This is the
Right.
Wild West, man. This is like they're telling you Bitcoin's coming out, but nobody's mined it yet. Nobody knows anything,
Yeah.
right? You know, we could speculate based on like other marketplaces, you know what I mean, and how their performance is graded and stuff like that. But until they release all the benchmarks, it's did you get that grid card out of there? Oh yeah, I got it out. Oh.
Oh, look at that.
There it is.
That's an old dinosaur right there.
Nvidia Grid.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the that's what it's called a grid. It's a grid K1. It uses DDR3.
Okay.
It's an antique.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I get what for GPUs. Yeah. What year was that? Probably mid 2000 or no? Probably.
It's going for like $20 on eBay. I see, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just toss it on there. It says, well, this has a serial number. I'm looking for see if there's a manufacturing date.
Nvidia Grid. I can look it up real quick.
You can look it up. No, it doesn't have an actual date on here, unfortunately.
Maybe some people in the chat will know a little bit more about it.
I'm gonna guess 2012,
Yeah, it's not.
2013, something like that, maybe. That's my guess. That's my guess for when it was produced.
Yeah.
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Introduced in 2008.
When does it say
was,
discontinued?
It was targeted specifically towards cloud gaming.
There you go. Hey, if somebody wants a cloud gaming GPU, hit me up in Discord. There you go.
Are you gonna do a
There
hash
you
rate
go.
test on that thing, King?
Yeah.
It would be fun. You know, you always see these videos
So,
on the
hey,
new ones.
interesting enough, it does have 16 gigs of DDR3.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, do
So
a
it
video
has
on
a
that.
lot of it has lots of DDR3.
Lots of DDR3. Oh man.
Let's see. We have some people talking in the chat. The Grid's cards were meant to slide out video performance on virtual desktops. Nice. They were bought new in 2014 with the host.
Oh yeah. So if I looked up the service tag, it would tell me when these were put in. I'm just lazy and don't want to walk over and go check it. But every Dell has a service tag, and if you go onto the Dell site, it'll tell you what the machine came spec'd with, if any of the original parts are still in there. And it'll tell you every time it was ever serviced and stuff like that.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
What are you doing with are you selling part of your farm, or are you in moving to POUW, or are you just going to grow your farm? I mean, I've been asking myself the same question since all of this has been coming up. I don't know.
All right. I mean, so far I'm waiting a little bit. I don't want to pre-jump the gun here too much, but if let's say after a few months and I feel like this is really solid, I'm probably going to sell all of my Octominers, all of them, and I'll move everything over to POUW. I'll probably keep some cards offline. Obviously, like I have a lot of 1660 supers. I have a few other cards that don't perform well, and maybe I would hold those to sell them in the bull run. You know what I mean? Maybe there becomes a demand again, and I try to sell them for a little bit more money. And then I would probably consolidate into other cards that had, larger amounts of VRAM.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't see why you wouldn't want to take advantage of this, right? It's like while you're not doing work, you'll be mining, right? And then when there's work, you know what I mean? You'll be making, if they haven't even said like how much they're charging people and everything like that and what you're going to make and all that, but even if it's half of that, you're going to make more than what you would with mining.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just like, why wouldn't you do it?
Kind of a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's like, like you said, giving up the hardware, giving up the Octominers and stuff like that, and having to do a whole nother setup. Then you're trying to deal with the heat management and everything like that. I've been asking myself the same question. I think I have 10 R8s, and I have about 8 open air frame rigs that the 10 R8s are at Terra's facility up in Melbourne. But I have about 8 open air frames that are anywhere from like 6 5700 XTs to like most of them are like 8 3060 Ti's or 3070s. I was thinking, since they're already open air, they all have 1600-watt power supplies, just swapping the motherboards out with these, server grade motherboards, put some epics on it, get some RAM, and put those on the open air that are already there, but kind of still keeping the Octominer side as well, having, the server cases for all the other projects that aren't POUW. I think I'm going to do half and half, though, like slowly switch over those open air to them. But it's like you said, it's I don't know. You have to kind of wait to see if it's worth it, right? What equipment to get, because some of these epics are, it can go from like, $150 to $350. The motherboard, depending
Whoa, they could get way more expensive than that. If you get the new Genoa, it's
I'm
like
not
96 cores. It's like $10,000 for the
yeah,
CPU.
no, I'm looking at the slightly
Come on,
used
this thing.
ones.
Get the big boy. Come on.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
get it.
no, slightly used. I'll make some offers on eBay tonight.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do with it as well. But it'll be interesting to see the software side of it, right? Like Hive integration, if that'll be possible, or maybe it'll just be its own like Flux OS that's on this. You know what I mean? There's so many questions really, but it's still set up as like an AI machine as well. So I guess you can mine with it if you want to, or you could even mine on the CPUs and the GPUs on a normal POW, right? So it's like either way, it's usable, right?
And in the end, you can always repurpose it to be a server for. You can always have some VMs in the back end there for your core wallets. You know what I mean? There's or if you want a Minecraft server or whatever. I mean, there's tons of purposes you could always repurpose everything for. So
yeah,
it's not just it's just not a one trick pony. But I mean, it is going to cost you some money if you go the server route. It's not cheap. Like, so even after you buy all that stuff, you buy the RAM, you buy the Epic and all that stuff. If you went the route that I was kind of looking at with the RAM, CPU, and motherboard, that's like $600. Okay, you're still going to need a power supply. You're going to need an NVMe. You, depending upon what board you go with and manufacturer, I'm going to recommend that if you're building open airs, that you go with Super Micro, because Dell and HP have so much proprietary crap out there that I wouldn't even want to mess with it. Super Micro is kind of for the DIY server people. So
nice. Well,
yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that's why there's so much to this, and like so much about it. So that's why I kind of want to just.
Whoa!
You're the expert on this.
You're the expert.
No,
I trust all of your financial
let the record reflect, because there was somebody that came in the Misfit Mining Discord last night. That King, in your expert opinion, I'm like, whoa, hold on here. Number one, I have no professional experience in that industry.
No,
right?
you were
Self-taught.
appointed by the community as the expert, so
No.
you have to live with it now.
No professional experience in that sector.
No, but I mean, that's why
man.
I'm getting one of these servers. I kind of want to mess around with all of it, learn it, because that's where all this is heading, right? So I don't know. I'll have fun with that, and I definitely won't be texting you constantly asking questions. And
Oh, I'm sure you realize that it's when you turn that server on, it's all not just going to work, right? You have to go in the BIOS and configure lots of things.
yeah,
It's not like a regular computer. Just know that.
I've
It'll take you
changed
several
RAM
hours.
speed before, King. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. All right. I
I'll be
put
on
my phone
FaceTime
on
with you.
silent. I am putting my phone on silent. You call Hawk. He could help you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Let's see. Does a reboot break the POUW mining project, Dakota Miner? Yeah, that's true. Maybe is it kind of like a node where it's like, what, it gets like assigned a project or something, like Vast AI, all these kind of things. It's like you're assigned the project, but what if you do go offline during it? Does it just kick you off the whole thing?
So Jeff Key did say that there would be I can't even talk right now. Interruptible. I'm probably put too many R's in there. Services that even if you did go online, you'd still be good.
Okay.
I don't know how all that works yet. But if you were on like a long-standing like render or something like that, and that wasn't the case, that from my understanding, that if you went offline, you would go off the project, somebody else would take your place, and it's going to depend on obviously how they code their render and stuff like that. If they have an epoch to like save their progress, because it's going to depend on the person, right? Not us, but the customer, right? And if it's just like one long job, then if you like your internet dies, right, and you know you're part of that render, that means that everybody has to start all over again.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be included. They would find somebody else. Like it would automatically pick another person to come in and, you know, help with the rendering.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, it'll
I
be
don't know.
interesting to
I
see
don't
how
know if
they.
that's 100% or not yet. There's no like ironed out details, but that's sort of how it works. So
Yeah.
to me, I think it's going to be like the node thing. If you know, if just like nodes, if you go offline, right, you're going to the back of the line and you
Yeah.
don't get paid, essentially, right?
Yeah. I mean, they have to have something for it. You know, it's just like what is it? You know, like if there's a
Well,
tolerance for
because you know
time.
they're offering a service, they don't want people going offline, right? It
Yeah.
it gives a bad reliability. You know, they have to have something in there to make sure that you keep that 99% uptime. So I think some people need to evaluate whether or not they're going to be able to keep that score. You know, because I think some people might just jump into it and maybe might get too low of a score. And I don't know what they haven't said if they're going to like kick people off or anything like that. But maybe you just won't be selected as much, you know, for jobs though because you have a lower reliability score, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like a not a reputation, but like a you know, you'll have like I can't think of the word, but you'll be rated, you know what I mean, like as reliable, and it's a system that automatically does it, so you'll get penalized and lower it, higher it, but no, it'll be interesting to see. Again, it's like a whole. I've heard of vast AI before, and I've seen this coming in the rearview mirror for a little bit, but now it seems like it's in overdrive, and it's like, you know, I kind of want
Well, no, it's we're in the driver's seat right now, right? We're
to.
about to get the first taste of it. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
not overdrive yet, you know. But people could still test though on just the regular computers. They don't have to go. I'm
That's
only
what's
going
really
this
cool.
route because I have it here at my house, right? I don't have to pay any
Right.
money for it. I already own it. So if you don't own something like that, like if you got like a spare PC, or maybe you're thinking about building a PC for yourself, right? Like I know Vistang is thinking about building a new gaming rig for himself, right? He could repurpose the computer that's right next to him for like an Unraid server, right? He
yeah,
could do some proof of useful work on stuff on that. So there's always different ways and avenues that you can go about it. You don't have to go. It's just me. I like to go all out. That's me. I, I'm going all in. You don't have to follow me, okay? You could stay in the kiddie pool, you know, and put your one GPU in your gaming PC. Everybody can participate. It's just that what level is your participation, right?
yeah, yeah. No, that's very true. But I do want to dabble in the server side. You know, I've been poking your
Uh,
brain for a while about it now, so I definitely want to see that. But
when he gets that, he's gonna call me so much.
you're like, wait, why is this 100 pounds? Those things are heavy. But
uh,
let's see. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. I'm still trying to learn the screen. I know
so
it's probably a little bit pixelated, and I figured out why. It's because the screen that I'm capturing on StreamYard is like this big on a screen that's like this big. So I need to have like a screen that's horizontal. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Next stream it'll be better
what
quality.
are you going through Streamlabs too?
Yes.
Maybe.
What
He's
is
so
wrong with you guys? Why do you
he's
make
so
it
disappointed.
complicated?
I don't know.
I just do everything through StreamYard. It's so it works.
Yeah, no,
There's no extra like buttons or configurations, and like you got 5 gig fiber, and it took you like an extra 10 minutes to get this thing going.
I know. But hey, it went on.
Uh,
My mic was on. Everything was good to go. So we had a good start this time. But
Oh yeah. So hey, actually, good point. I think actually, Mr. Goat, I actually just remember that we were talking the other night. He may have another server just like this one that's right behind me, Mister This thing.
oh really?
So you may need to hit up Mister Geek of all trades.
Okay.
Maybe you and him can organize something together.
Yeah, no, that'd be nice. Yeah, I'll send you a message on
He's a server
Discord.
guy too.
It's better than these bidding wars on eBay.
Well, hold on. It's only a bidding war because you're the world's biggest haggler, right? Wait, hold on. You want $2,000 for this? I'll give you $400.
But I'll do it
That's
now.
like-
You know, I'll buy it now. It's been sitting here for a while. I mean, we got a lot of stuff at Terra that way, so it worked.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Some of the things that you bought, I was just like, "There's no way that this guy is even gonna take that money, dude. That just sounds dumb." And he's just like, "Yeah, all right, I bought it for that." I'm like, "Really? He took that? It's like 60% off." I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with a lot of this stuff, though. Especially old servers, like they sit forever. You know what I mean? So I don't want to buy a new one because I'm looking at the used ones on eBay and I'm like, these things depreciate pretty heavy. And then once they depreciate, it's like, you know, I don't know. I feel like if I
why don't we
buy
just get
one
some
that's,
A100s? We
yeah,
can just get some A100s. Let's just dump like 80K into a brand new server.
yeah, yeah,
We'll
exactly.
have the best score out of everybody,
Yeah.
right, for proof of useful work.
But all right, well, we are doing some giveaways, so I do want to get started.
Oh, there you go.
Get started on that. I'm giving away a pack of 6-pack of 12 capacitor risers, and Dave is giving away some 6-pin to 6-pin iPolo cables. Is that how you market them, Dave? Is it iPolo or is it just 6-pin to 6-pin?
What's this iPolar? It says 6-pin to 6-pin ASIC.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there's certain names on the website that it shows, like for specific ASICs that need that 6-pin that has the little pin in the middle for the clamp.
Gotcha.
So that's why it was marketed originally for like iPolar, because iPolar has, you have to have the center pin. You can't use a 6+2 pin because it's off centered. It won't fit. I mean,
Well, if you kind of want to jury rig it a little bit, you could just cut the tab off and just shove it in there. I've done that before.
It's not good, but you definitely could do that at your own risk.
Hey,
you
gotta use redneck engineering sometimes, okay? All right.
Hey, I get it. You gotta make it work.
All right, I put the link in the description. This is gonna be Retro Mike's video. Just comment risers to enter. Honestly, comment anything and just put USA or Canada. It's gonna be for just the USA and Canada on this stream, and then we'll do Dave's cables, and then but I'm still trying to figure out the thing. Did I share the screen? I have to share the screen while I'm doing the comment picker, right? Or else it's biased.
Well, how do we know that?
Cheating,
how do we know that you're legitimately picking the actual person for the comment, not just saying a name?
Yeah, you're right.
It's not like I'm putting in a little secret chat right now to pick me. I'm not saying that at all.
There we go. All right, so let's see if this is going.
It's funny.
Looks like there's no comments yet, so we'll give some people some time to do this. And I feel like with stream, I'm gonna just do StreamYard next time, King, because it honestly feels like I need like 20 screens to do this.
I don't have that problem with StreamYard.
Yeah, it should be a lot more simple, but
just StreamYard.
So do you think that GPURisers would if this proof of useful work once the marketplace launches, that GPURisers would launch a some cables, 3rd gen and 4th gen cables?
Yeah,
riser cables?
I mean, we looked into it before, and I think we spoke about this earlier today.
Yeah.
But it was never. It didn't make sense to do like a 16x to 16x because a lot of these boards that were coming out were 1x, and then a 1x could go into a 16x slot. So the demand wouldn't be there, especially since like the ribbon cables are more expensive than powered risers. So now that there's an actual use for it, yeah, definitely look into that. I think that finding the right product, sourcing the right materials for it, and everything like that would be a good thing. If there's demand for it, and there is. I mean, people that are in the POUW and the AI world, I've heard from some of them that they have a need for this, especially since they're on like open air frames. And a lot of the ones that you can get right now aren't long enough. And they sit weird, so it's like they're too thin. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll probably get into it at some point. But
you got a super chat there, Mr. Mustang.
Oh, second TL mining when big fluffy. Yeah. All right, so I'll just tell everyone this on live stream. So I'm just
Here
gonna
we
get
go.
ahead. I'm gonna get ahead of this one, guys.
All right, I like it. I like it.
All right, so everyone's been bugging me saying, "Oh, you gotta come play Call of Duty and StarCraft with everyone," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's good." So I finally set up my home area here, and prior to this, I would always just play with some of my buddies from college and stuff, and we all just pick stupid names, right? Well, I didn't change my name before I hopped in the lobby with everyone on Activision, I guess, and I went by a big floppy disk. So that's my online name. So
That's his handle right there.
Yeah,
so you
it's
watch
real
out when you're playing
professional.
COD.
So now I just didn't change it. So I'm gonna live with it. But but yeah, thank you, Second TL. I appreciate it. And yeah, were you guys playing last night? I think you guys were. I can't. I don't know. I sometimes look over in Misfits to see if you guys are on, but
I wasn't. I didn't have any power,
Yeah.
so
I'm still recovering from that, from Hawk Crypto just destroying me. So
Well, you can just play Call of Duty. He's not very good at that. So
yeah, that's true. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
boy.
practice for 9 hours a day at StarCraft until I can beat him. But yeah, let's see. I have let's see. Should we do? We have 21. We've had 21 for a while, so we'll go ahead and do it now. Let's pick a winner. Crypto Craig. Oh, perfect. I should win. I'm in the USA. Retro Mike is the best. Okay. All right, Crypto Craig.
Retro Mike is the best. Really?
I think this
Oh,
happened
man.
before, Craig. Do you want me to re-roll it, or should I? I'm just gonna bring a box of them up to you.
He says he gives it up.
Redo it. Okay. All right, we'll do it.
And hey, don't give him brand new clean risers. Give him those old,
Here's
cruddy
second TL
risers.
miner. Risers USA wannabe. Okay, second TL. You're not in the USA, right?
No,
no.
he's in Australia.
You're in
You get all
Australia.
these trolling comments.
Yeah, he's in Australia.
Actually, we can ship to Australia if you do want them. Australia, we have a shipping deal through our UK store.
Oh,
No? You
want-
sure? You sure?
There you go.
We can do it second TL if you want them. Our UK store has them. We have cheap shipping to Australia that we can cover.
Ship by
sailboat.
sailboat.
All right, we'll do another one. This is the problem, is when you don't have too many comments, but it makes it better for everyone else, Automatic.
Fanu.
Thanks for the great
There you
content.
go.
Thank you, GPURisers. All right. I think
Nice.
you're in the chat, right? I've seen you in here.
Yeah, Rambler, you're supposed to comment on the video, not in the live stream.
Yeah. Automatic. Do you have if you have Discord, shoot me a DM on Discord.
Oh man, Hawk says he wants a Discord link, or he wants a link to the StreamYard. I was
Oh.
thinking about not.
I'll do
not
it, but
giving
you
to him.
gotta put Jet on stream.
You gotta put Jet on stream.
Let's see. Here,
We
give
want
me
to
a
see
s-
Jet. We don't care about you, Hawk. It's all right.
All right. I just sent that. Let's see. Does he? Sorry, I'm like looking at so many different screens. Yeah, Automatic. Shoot me a message on Discord.
Hey, how's that Streamlabs coming along with all those screens you got up right now?
Oh, dude, there's one here, one here. I feel like I need two more. I don't even. It's crazy. Oh, look
Seemed
at
like
this.
3.
Let's. We got a little special guest in the lobby. No one's gonna guess who this is. Oh,
Hey, there he is.
there's Mr. Hawk Crypto and
What's
little
up?
baby Hawk Crypto.
Congrats, Hawk. Congrats.
I got your letter, Mr. Wire Guy. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. It was awesome. I appreciate it. Got your card. What's up, guys? What's going on?
Oh, we were just doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
A bunch of people who won other ones, so we had to do a couple re-rolls. But we're talking a little bit about proof of useful work, asking Jarrett some questions, trying to.
What's that?
Yeah, well, I'm sure no one's asked him, over the past couple of days. Probably hasn't talked a
No,
whole lot
never.
about it, but
I don't have DMs asking me about hardware 24/7.
yeah,
I
no,
don't get
yeah,
those.
yeah. But
That's good. Yeah, proof for useful work, huh? Hot topic.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I asked King this, and I don't think Dave's building one out right now, but what are your plans, Mike? Are you gonna build a couple of these proof of useful work rigs out, or are you gonna stick with what
Hey,
you're doing, or?
King, what was the thing I asked you to do?
Well, see, I don't know if he can afford me. So he said, just whatever King does, I want to do the same thing. Right. And I said, that's okay. I'm gonna charge you 29% compounding interest.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, that's not a bad idea though.
God.
That's why I keep
That's a
poking
lot,
King's
man.
brain. The self-appointed community
I'm
master.
gonna I have that rig right over there
I'm
that
just
I'm not using for anything. I'm gonna turn that into it, and we're gonna use that. And I don't know, I might upgrade this PC here, and then put some stuff at Terra when we get all settled in with fiber and stuff in the future. But
Nice.
yeah, I guess, man. I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on. I sold my 580s, so
Oh, yeah?
screw all of you who didn't buy it. So
I said I would buy them for $40 each.
I sold them with an Octominer for 900 altogether.
Well,
That's not
so
bad.
at 400
good.
each, that's I mean that's yeah, that's okay.
I sold them all.
Trying to
Dakota
resolve
Miner
the
says
problems.
Hawk seems so much calmer as a father. Yeah, well, I can't yell and scream when I have him here, but
You can't talk with your
Uh,
hands. I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
sleep deprived, calm Hawk. Yeah, I definitely sleep deprived. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, but we're going on shifts. We figured out a way to make it work. I'll be up through the night with him. I'll do 2 or 3 feedings, and then I'll go to bed, and then she'll handle the day shift. And we're just gonna do that for the first couple months.
Yeah.
All right, you dreaming, bud? Okay.
Yeah, I know it's been a hectic week, but
Yeah.
yeah. But
It's been how's the parenting week been, Hawk?
There's been a parenting week from hell, man. But a lot of things. He's only 5 days old,
yeah,
so a lot of things to learn. Today he got circumcised,
nice.
and
Great.
that was like, yeah, that was an experience. And then taking care of it is another experience.
Yeah.
So, all the good stuff that comes with it.
Yeah. Well, he
Yes,
looks
he's
happy
fine.
and
It's
healthy.
awesome.
That's what's important.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good. He's good.
He's got a lot of a lot of hair on his head.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely my kid.
Yeah.
That's for sure. It's funny because when they're born, they get this like peach fuzz on their shoulders and on their face from when they're inside. And I had him on the table when he came out and they were measuring him. I put his first diaper on. I actually measured him and did his footprints and all that stuff, right? And I said, "Holy hell, he's got hair on his shoulders already." And then the nurse goes, "No. That's just from when birth and being an infant. That'll fall off." I'm like, "Oh, jeez, thank God." His kid's already gonna have already working up against the odds here. But no, he's good, man. He's good. He's sleeping a lot. 18 hours out of the day, he's asleep.
Oh wow.
So yeah, wakes up, he'll stare at you.
Yeah. They go back to
And then
sleep.
he just goes back to sleep. He'll fall asleep on the bottle. Just just funny stuff.
Yeah.
So good kid though. It's your godson, bro. Get ready because he's gonna get christened
Yeah.
soon.
Wait, you said
So-
it like in 2 months, or is it a month, or
I think 2 or 3 months we'll do it.
2-3 months?
Maybe 6. I don't know. I gotta talk to her whenever she feels she wants to get it done. So, but it's gonna be out west,
Okay.
Lauderdale West. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
That'll be nice. Meet the rest of the Italian family.
Oh, dude, everybody shows up, man.
Yeah.
Everybody shows up for that. Right, Dave?
Yep.
What are you doing, man?
I'm so beat. I'll be honest. I'm so beat putting a gazebo together and then we lost power virtually all day from like 5 o'clock until 11 o'clock at night. And it was just, I'm just beat from putting a gazebo up.
I didn't.
So,
I didn't know you did construction, man. You know, I got
I
a
don't-
little work over
no.
here that you could help me with.
Nope. Nope. I don't like to do that. It's an early Mother's Day present for my wife, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
she
there you
has it
go.
up. Yeah, it's just one of those one-time things.
here's my Mother's Day present. You can sleep tonight. Happy
Yeah,
Mother's Day.
That's a good present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
but
all
I'm
right, well,
exhausted though.
you want to give these wires away, Dave?
Yeah.
You want to choose
Let's
a
do that.
channel, or should we let? Let's
See what the
we
chat
did,
says. Someone's channel.
Guys need some music back here, man. Put some music on, dude. Jeez.
Oh yeah, he didn't put any music on.
Oh, there's no music on. What?
I tell you what, this is better though. The volumes are good. Everybody's good. You know, hey, step in the right direction.
I forgot to
There
put
we
the
go.
music on. This is why I need to do everything on StreamYard. 100%.
Just lower it a little bit. It's a little loud. Bring it down.
But I know Honk and Chump, they like to use Streamlabs, which is fine. That's their forte, but everything's in StreamYard and it makes it really simple. So
I don't know. I
just
think
use
once
it.
you learn everything, I think it'll be good. Me, meaning me.
All
Once I
right,
learn it all.
we're doing Goat's channel. Let's see.
I did
Going back to Goat?
Chump, obviously.
Let me find
Goat's channel?
it. Yeah. Let me find one. Okay,
Do,
this one has
USA
5
and Canada.
comments. Are USA and Canada?
On there. Yeah. That'll work.
Okay, I threw the comment. This video does have some comments on there, so maybe I don't know, Dave. You want to maybe TVM? Put TVM. I can sort it by that.
Mhm.
Then?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Just TVM. And then they could go on the website. Here, let me put the link in there. They can go on the website and pick any color for the 6-pin to 6-pin.
Okay. Here, yeah. I'll bring. Let me. Here, give me 1 second. I'll bring it up here. It's
Isn't
these,
it
right?
amazing when you look at Hive OS and everything's just green? Ah, I love it.
It's not like that sad walk to the car, knowing
No, it's like-
what's coming. So you got all the colors here, Dave, right?
Yeah.
This
almost all the
carbon fiber
colors.
one is
I think the
sick.
carbon fiber is in there.
Oh, that's my
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Love the carbon fiber, man. It looks. I'm telling you, man. It looks titties, and it's made well. And that's what I really like about it, because it's durable. You can bend it in the direction you need to. It won't break on you. I'm telling you, like it's
Yeah, the carbon fiber is really nice in person.
100%.
And then you have the Hawk one here, right? Is this the Hawk one?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the Hawk one, but he likes the carbon fiber, so.
I mean, no, I like the
pretty
Hawk
good.
one. I like the gold that goes around
Yeah.
it. That's awesome. I mean, if I'm building, I got like see, with these cables, I would get like the GPUs to match. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you get like a black and red, you get a black and red cable, like make it look cool. Get a all white, you get all white cable. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would do it.
Let's see.
Retro Mike Tech said, if I win, I demand glow in the dark. Well, so
Hey man, hey, that would be cool. Glow in the dark. Can you do that?
another logistical nightmare trying to find glow in the dark sleeving. I'm sure it's available. I'm sure it's
Yeah, we'll-
available though.
Give it a little
Glow
more
in
time.
the dark. Oh my god, bro! I would take glow in the dark
Imagine.
in a heartbeat. That would look awesome, especially like in a dark ASIC container or like a bunch of like L3s or whatever, like a dark container, all glow in the dark cables. Oh, dude, that looks sick.
I've actually
These-
put a
These
light.
colors would look good too.
I put a light in the cable. I was testing some like lights in the cable itself too.
Really?
Like RGB in the
Yeah.
cable.
Yeah, like a little bit of RGB
and
in the cable.
it moves like it's giving energy towards from
No,
the power supply in.
It'll be
Bro.
it was constant, but I mean, you could get it to move, but just sky's the
One
limit,
thing
right?
at a time. One thing at
Yeah,
a time. Let's
one
get
thing
it
at
to
a
turn
time.
on first, right? I got
Yeah.
you. Let's get it to turn on, and then we'll start moving it. Because if you do that, bro, with like this color blue back here,
That'd
and
be
it's like
crazy.
it looks like it's like flowing, that would be titties, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
I saw that
says
on
to get-
Lee and Lee has those.
I'm
I
not.
think,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not Lee and Lee yet,
Yeah.
right? So
all right.
yeah, not yet.
Goat says to get
Those are
black
modules
light
and everything
responsive
else.
sleeving.
Yeah. So
Hey, Mike, I gotta change your settings on your output because with me here on the side, it cuts your top of your head off on stream.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got it. I'm gonna change your. I'll help you change it later.
I'll
I
just
got
go
you.
like this.
No,
Hey,
I know what it is. I'll help
You know what's
change
great
it.
is if you use StreamYard, you don't have to worry about that. I'm just saying, that's just another reason to use StreamYard. It's okay.
I think I
Use the
should add
copy
another
change it.
program to this, King.
So just as like I just wanted to say, not as I'm marketing the sleeving this way, but I'm saying that some sleeving may give off some really cool glow if you have a black light. I'm just saying, some sleeving can possibly do that right now.
Yeah,
That we
that's what-
have,
that-
that we sell right
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah.
Which ones
Just saying.
give off a cool? All of them?
Can't tell you. Because then, what's to say one of them doesn't give a good enough glow than another one? Be like, oh, I bought this KO because of that, and I just don't want to have the sleeving is really, really nice as it is. But if you already have my cables and you want to experiment, it's not the white one though. Definitely not the white one, and not the black, and not the carbon fiber. But
Probably
other colors,
Probably the green.
you might be able to entertain the other colors if you have a black light and you have my wires.
Nice.
All right,
Just to tell
you guys have
It's pretty
fun.
cool.
Guys, Baby Hawk says hit the like button because there's 52 of you and only 26 likes. You guys suck. Hit the like button, and I'm going to lay down because my feet hurt.
All
Goodbye.
right, Mike.
Talk to you
Thanks for
later.
stopping by.
Look at this guy.
Bye.
Stay at home dad now. That's what you sound like.
All right, let's go ahead and do, I think, the same amount. So 21. And it is mining chamber, but that's an old comment, I think. Yeah, 2 months ago. Man, I miss mining chamber. He made great videos. He's still around, but I see him on Twitter, just not making too much content. Kyle Rosa. CKB to
he's
the moon
here.
TVM. Yeah, he's here.
Yeah,
Kyle
congrats.
Rosa. Yeah, he just commented.
Kyle
Congrats,
Rosa,
Kyle.
just DM me with all your info so I can send them out to you. And just DM me the colors. So just go on the website, let me know the colors on the 2 wires, and I'll send them out to you.
Yeah, I can.
Congrats.
I could put the oh no, not that. Let me put the link form in here. I need like 5 more screens, or I just need to not use Streamlabs. So I know.
I have 3
both of them.
monitors and I get by just fine with my StreamYard.
Yeah, you could do the intro and everything on StreamYard, right?
Yeah, so what you do is you're gonna have to make a stream, and then you're just gonna have to go in there early, right? Like pretty early. And like if you want to add, because my window's different than yours, because I'm just a guest. But on yours, on the right hand side over here of where your StreamYard is, there's like a section called brand.
Mm-hmm.
You click that. You could add like an intro. You can even put like a little transparent GPURiser logo in a corner somewhere, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever you want. So
Yeah, no, I see that. I see the video clips, but I gotta mess around with it. I'll add it to the list. But it's but yeah, well, congrats everyone. Kyle Rosa
Congrats.
and
Tech me TY to better reminder you
so-
need a red, white, and blue kit. Yeah, I'm working on the red, white, and blue. That actually comes, red, white, and blue in the sleeving itself, not like just red, white, and blue. But I'm working on it.
yeah.
I hope it comes out good.
is
in the works.
there? I was going to ask you both if there's any new exciting projects you guys are working on for your companies.
New
I
and
know we're
exciting.
talking about a lot of things, but
Yeah, I mean, with this new proof of useful work stuff coming
Yeah.
out, I mean, there's definitely products that we're eyeing. You know what I mean? But it's gonna take a little bit of time, and it's like a whole vetting process that goes into it, and finding the right suppliers and the right, making sure the materials are right and everything like that. And really, it's also like finding the right need. I don't want to, spend time on a project for something that's like not going to be suitable and fit for it and future proof, because I know that there's Gen 5 and everything like that. So you also want a product that's future proof, but I haven't seen Gen 5 ones out yet. So it's all the intricacies that kind of go with that. Also, a lot of people are building, I guess, these on open air, so the ribbons have to be long. So you got to make sure that you have extra slack, and then where you're going to put the motherboards in comparison to the farthest GPU on the open air one. So there's like a lot that would go into it for that. So, but yeah, long story short, we're looking into POUW stuff. So it's a big change in the mining field. Not a big change, but it's a change. So.
What about you, Dave?
I'm working on some wires for Flux here. Be pretty good. So that's coming soon. Hopefully should have some done hopefully within like a couple of weeks and stuff like that. So you're gonna start seeing a little bit more what I'm doing, with the permission of Jeff Key, of course, like for the wires and stuff like that. So it'll be really cool. So
Is it
that's
gonna be
really,
like
really
this blue,
exciting.
Dave?
Yeah, it should be the dark blue.
Yeah,
That one
This
right
one
there.
right here,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
The one,
blue?
yeah, that one right there. Yeah, just a little different. That's all. Same quality and everything else, but it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to get that all situated.
But-
So
Yeah, other than that, King, I think Terra's taken up a couple hours throughout my days the last couple weeks, so kind of juggling both. But yeah, when
He's
are you
been a
coming back to
workhorse.
Florida? Don't you miss the swamp? It's
No, right.
it's
I just
mid-May,
left.
King. The weather is perfect. It's getting great down
I
here.
just
for me.
left. Oh, dude, I gotta. Well, yeah. I mean, like, eventually I'll be back down there. I mean, I just got back though, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy. It seems like so much goes on. That like it's. When did you leave here? You were what, like last week, right? Was it last
yeah,
week? Last Tuesday?
week. Yeah,
That's wild.
Yeah.
It seems like a month ago.
I gotta. Well, I need to stick out here till next week because I got like quite a bit going on. Like, I have a Zoom meeting with Ironfish, so I talked to one of their directors in marketing, and now I'm talking to their head of marketing and their head of staff, and then gonna coordinate an actual live interview
Oh, nice.
with their head engineer and Elena, who's the head of marketing, that they'll be on the live stream. So hopefully within the next couple weeks be able to do a live stream with the Ironfish team. So really, they seem like pretty nice people to work with already, so I'm looking forward to that. And then Hive Mapper, the dash cam, that everybody's been talking about lately, they're actually going to be in Phoenix I think next week. So late next week. So they're taking requests for people to meet up, and hang out with them and stuff like that. So I put a request in. So we'll see if they get back to me or not. So
Nice. You still
Got a lot
mining
of-
fish?
huh?
still
With
mining
my stuff at
fishies?
home, everything's off at Terra.
Yeah.
I'm actually this thing's gonna have to go up there and do some more work for me. So
No, it's easy.
Oh,
I just
man.
have to put 10 octominers on in boxes.
Well, it's 12. It's
12.
12. It's okay.
Great.
It's 12 octominers.
12 octominers in their boxes on a pallet, ratchet it
Shrink
down.
wrap them and strap them down with
Yeah.
with actual straps. Yeah, it's
No, it'll be easy. I'll be done in a couple minutes.
so yeah. I'm having my farm freighted back to me. I actually have something in the works, just for my little farm to get cheap power. You could say that I'm gonna try and game the system, and I don't know if it's gonna work or not.
What time of use? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so they have it. So where I live, there's time of use, right? But I'm gonna try and do it at my dad's house, right? Because he doesn't have solar. Because I pay for both sides of my solar, and I have the power company, so the rates are kind of a little high. They're like, I think like a cent and a half higher than Terra. So
Okay.
it doesn't make sense to bring it back to my house. But over at my dad's house, he doesn't have any solar, and I could take advantage of a different program over there, right? Where it's time of use with demand. So between the hours of 4 and 7, it goes from 5 cents during the day to 12 cents during that time. But then they charge you in that window the highest kilowatt, not kilowatt hour, the highest kilowatt. So if you're pulling like, we'll just say like 20 kilowatts, right? They're going to charge you $17 per kilowatt. So it's kind of like that extra demand charge, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a schedule inside a Hive for my farm to turn off at 3 and use the wake on land to turn my farm back on at 8.
Yeah.
So that way I don't have to pay them. And that way I'm at 5 cents during the summer and 3 cents in the wintertime.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
So I'm going to try and work the system a little bit. So
Hey, can you put a 300 kVA transformer there?
no, my dad lives in a gated community that's very like, okay, my dad's HOA is super strict. You cannot park, like, if you live there, you can't park your car outside of your garage. It must be in the garage.
Oh my god.
So like if you were gonna stay overnight there, like if like before like I moved down here, if I drove down here, right, and like I want to stay for a few days, I would have to go get like a this thing to put in your windshield, you know what I mean? So that when they drive by that they won't like have my car towed.
That's a little crazy.
One of those. It's like
Yeah,
the
I
garage
was just
door
like-
open. Do you get a ticket? Get a fine? Or something
Well,
like
this
that?
is the reason for it though, right? Is they found that it's actually keeps, even though it's like it's a gated community, right? If somebody's on foot, they could obviously like hop over, right? It actually reduces crime in the area because there's no vehicles on the outside, so no car prowls.
Oh.
They actually had like they don't get much crime there anyways, but it greatly reduces it. So that's their whole thought process on it.
Yeah. Well, that's a little strange.
So putting a transformer in the front yard is out of the question.
we just camouflage it. It's all sand, right? In the desert. You just
We'll just paint it like to be a giant scorpion, okay? And
Yeah.
everybody will just stay away from it.
yeah, exactly. It'll be a piece of art. It just buzzes, and
yeah.
the children can't get near it. But
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a couple comments here. Techman Ty wanted to drive out, but Melbourne's 444 miles one way from PCB. Yeah, that is long. But if you're ever in town, let me know. Crypto Craig, if you have a head of staff and a head of marketing and director of marketing, I guess you need a pre-mine. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, that's a lot. Let's see, veteran miner cables, but in Virginia they think you're weird if you park in your garage. Yeah. But well, guys, I think we've been going on for a little bit now, for about an hour and a half. King, thanks for coming on, man. Talking about proof of useful work and everything like that. I know that's a hot topic right now, and I know you haven't talked a whole lot about it every day for hours. So coming on the live stream.
I don't understand those things. I don't know how to answer those questions.
I mean, you're the expert though, so
No,
everyone just
not the expert.
Here,
Not the expert.
I'll put King's cell phone number in the chat. Just feel free to call him 24/7. All your questions.
Wow.
I'm calling my provider right now and I'm having my number changed and I'm blocking yours.
We actually did it. We actually were messing with King before when we were making the website. It was like 3 a.m. or something like that, and me and Mike Hot Crypto, we were editing one page, and it was the like contact us page, and it said like please call, and it was like Jared's phone number. It wasn't live, but Jared could see it.
Yeah, for support.
Yeah, for support 365 24/7, like at any time you can call this phone number. Jared's like, man, are we really gonna put like my phone number there? I was like, no, we're not putting your phone number there. But
Oh, you never know with these guys, all right? You never know with Mike.
Yeah, but all right. Well, I think we're gonna close up the stream. Anything else, Dave or Jared? You want to say anything or?
No, man, I'm good. Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks for
Appreciate
hang
coming.
out
coming
with
on
the
once again.
Hollywood movie stars.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna close it up now. Congrats to everyone who won. Again, we did 2 giveaways this time because last week we were gonna do one, but
Yeah, it was a little.
we had
still
tech.
learning,
It was a
so,
tech support live stream last week, so
yeah,
on
got
how to set up a
sidetracked.
proper streaming.
You guys you just refuse just to use StreamYard. You keep wanting to do it Hawk's way. I don't know why you want to complicate it.
In 2 weeks, when I do it again, I'll use StreamYard 100%. I'll gain a screen and
Next
everything
week,
like that.
100%. I'm using both of them.
So, yeah, but all right, guys.
Who knows? Maybe I'll just use one of them.
Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. We'll be back next
Let's see.
Wednesday. We'll be on Dave's channel, The Veteran Miner, so make sure you subscribe there. And we'll probably be about 8:30 again. Probably we're trying to shoot for that. I think 8:30,
Yeah,
anywhere
I think
from 8 to
8:30.
9.
8:30 works good,
Yeah.
right? It all
Yeah.
depends like where you're at and everything else too.
Yeah.
So
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Thanks for stopping by.
see you guys
Bye.
later.
Bye.